All right, Joe. So I've reviewed your account. Now I'm in a different client's account. I want to show you what we're actually looking to have set up because there's a bit of a discrepancy on your particular like lead page to Typeform to Facebook lead. It looks like it's a bit jumbled. So in any case, if you review the funnel math video in the program, it shows you how to narrow down all these fields just to the numbers that we care about, right? So we can get a real clear picture on how the overall advertisement is performing, right? So this CPC, cost per link click, is something that we want between $1 and $3. That determines how well we did with image and ad in audience, right? So from there, we want the lead page hits to convert into Typeform hits 20 to 30% of the time. So we're doing better here with this particular client than that. And then from the Typeform, we want 20% minimum to go to a lead, right? And of course, the average cost per action is anywhere from $10 to $20 a piece. So let me show you what your account is set up like. So this is your account. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I believe it's this conversion one. Drop this down a lifetime. And I think perhaps this one, I'm not quite sure. You tell me if I'm wrong, but if I narrow this down to the ad sets and if I customize your columns the same way, it becomes pretty apparent. It looks like you might have been switching up like the conversion event or landing page or something, like the links where people were headed after the ads. Let's do this, like while the ad was running. Lead page hit, do Typeform hit. We'll do smart meter lead and cost of lead, and then amount spent. We hit apply. So these are the numbers that we really care about, right? So this is a good way to narrow it down and show you exactly what's going on. Actually, I can save this for you, so you don't have to do it again. Funnel math. There you go. So whenever you log into your ads manager, you can just drop this box down, select funnel math, and this is what you look at. So, okay, so the cost per link click, super duper high. My guess is because the ad image or ad itself isn't resonating all that well, which let's just take any old one to take a peek at. Okay, so if you look at this, I'm going to bring this up into the full screen here. I don't know if this is going to show you. So I would definitely remove emojis. These two anyway. And this says if you have an electric meter on your home, you'll freak out. That's like, I don't know. Everybody has an electric meter on their home, so that kind of reads weird. It's kind of like off-putting. Like, of course, like it's like if you have a roof on your house, you'll freak out after you read this. I don't know. It's just missing that piece. It's really meant to say whatever utility company smart meter you're actually using. Like if you see here, like that's actually meant to be removed. Like that's not supposed to say utility. It's supposed to say whatever utility you're marketing at or residents of that utility that you're marketing at. So I would definitely swap that out. Now this image is not exciting whatsoever. This is the most important part of the whole ad, right? And I know you have a couple different options, but people are so, it seems like numb to like just solar panel pictures, especially when they're silver framed, cloudy blue, polycrystalline with big old rails sticking out, you know, every couple feet. It just doesn't look good, right? And it's not going to stop. Very average couple, you know what I mean? Like they're not near the camera, they're not up close, you don't see their faces. It's not really catching anybody. People are just scrolling right past this, right? Now, if you look at the Fort Collins down here, and the customers are saving $2,793 per household, check this out. If you go to the mobile view, it's cutting that off, so it's not allowing you to finish your thought. You can't have that happen. You have to finish the whole thought here, right? And instead of saying Fort Collins Utilities, I would actually maybe just do Xcel Energy, you know? So it finishes the whole sentence here. Or you could just do Fort Collins residents, you know, are saving $2,793. It doesn't have to be like this slash here, it's too much. People aren't really getting it. You know, you're losing people here. So the audience and the targeting isn't too bad. I actually created you 3 audiences, which I think I can show you here. For your new campaign, you just want to run these 3 audiences. That's not it. So I got Joe interests, you know, like a targeted. I have no interest, just a 50-mile radius, 1 million people, and then a broad targeting audience of just home improvement and home and garden. I think there's a couple other ones in there, but that's 570,000. So you'll have the detailed, the large, the middle, and you know, when you create your next campaign, just run, you know, $10 to this one, $11 to this one, $12 to this one, and let it run for 5 days. You'll have a much better picture of what, you know, these numbers are supposed to actually be. Because if we go back to your campaigns and we narrow down these ad sets, you can actually see like there's Typeform hits without a lead page hit. Now either that's a separate ad where you're just redirecting people to a Typeform, but in either case, that if you're making changes, it should be done to you know, a new campaign. Every time you make changes to an existing campaign, like the link of where people go or the objective of the optimization event, like if you change the conversion event, you know, in a campaign, it restarts the whole algorithm. So it looks like there's just been a lot of changes happening in the same campaign, which is really not what you want to do. You know, because I can't see, you know, it's not set up nicely. Like check this out. Supposedly there's 104 people who landed on your lead page, but only 2 people continued to Typeform, but 8 people became a lead, right? So those numbers don't make any sense, right? So I don't know what to do with that. So my recommendation is to literally just start a clean slate, do a new campaign, use those 3 audiences that I made for you. You know, even copy an ad out of, you know, the membership page. Like, let's take a look at that. Like, you don't get too fancy here, right? It's just about getting this up and running the first time. All right, just copy and paste this one, right? Make sure you swap out utility. You know, you want that to say something, not utility. Use this as your headline below the image, and you can even use this image. I mean, it's non-specific, right? That could be any utility company. Why not going solar by December 31st? Could cost you $8,678. That will all show up if you remove the button from your ad. And then this could be a description below the headline, right? So that's what I would do. And maybe you just do 2. Do like one ad with this one. You could do, let me see. This is a good one. Just run, you know, start a new campaign, run 3 audiences, the big, the middle, the small, to 2 ads using different pictures each. Now, in terms of the pictures, you know, this is kind of what we're going for, right? Let me get back to that. April. So this is kind of eye-catching. Like, it's a bunch of random dudes on a poles. Like, you don't see that every day. So people are going to be, what's this? You know? Not just 2 plainly dressed people far away from the camera in front of a single-story home with panels that don't really look all that good, right? So, I mean, think about the first thing people see is your image, and that image has to do the heavy lifting. That has to stop everybody, like in a split second during their busy day. It has to take them out of whatever they're doing and stop them to click on your ad. So you want to like view your image selection as nothing less than that. It's the most important part. You should spend like 90% of your ad creation on choosing the image and the headline below the image, right? So that's the feedback I have for your account. A bit of a reset here. Just open a small campaign, man. We're talking like $35, $40 a day total between the 3 audiences. Let it run for 5 days. You'll have much better results, and at the very least, we'll have information that makes sense here, so that we can actually see what part of the funnel should have adjustments made to it. So hope this helps. Talk to you soon.